Yeah, especially with Aries and things of nature, I had to see where I was. And so you still have the moon and Mercury in retrograde, so we're learning how to express our love affairs and our love matters in a unique way of seeing our gifts and seeing our talents and our passionate expression. Leo is the house of fixed expression, upholding, wearing our heart on their sleeves. Aries is cardinal fire, where you need that initial first warmth. You know, it's a spark. You don't really, you see the visual of it before you really feel it, and then it hits you, and then you're in the gear. But for the sake of capturing attention, Leo is already having that attention, or giving it attention, or being fixated and focused on that attention. Aries is the energy of being in that place. So that's where we're learning to utilize people's attention span, the values, the principles. Capricorn's in the second house, so you're using certain principles, or you're being used, so you're learning how to be used and used for the sake of attention. And Aries is expressing how to use these energies. And that's what wrap up that I was gonna have. Saturn and Pisces still sextile in the restriction and building that Saturnian energy there. Taurus, trining Taurus and Jupiter and Uranus before they go direct at the beginning of the next year. You know what I'm saying? You're wrapping up your experiences and concluding your not rebelliousness, but you're concluding what demands that you have to make based off of the foundation that you're setting, how still you want it to be, as far as planting something, then going to the next thing. And while that thing is still, nothing is going to move that. The roots are going to be rooting themselves and being used and using the resources. That's what the resources are there for. And it's the yin, so it's earth is receptive, and the resources are there to be used for that certain energy. So when you're using the resources, you're setting up diplomatic arrangements for the things you have to make them look more pretty or more resourceful, that you attract more of the abundance, and you're not projecting the wrong image onto others as far as what you are expecting because of how you have your shit together. But really, you just planted the seed, you just popped the seed, and we're retrograding in our way of thinking of what being used, because what worth and the value means with the second house, what it means, like your value as far as when you're being used and not being used, and things of that nature. So that's how this video is going to conclude. And I appreciate you guys all for your time and the support, and I love you guys for, you know what I'm saying, always tuning in when you have the time to, because it really just shows the value of the love that you have on yourself, which we should be expressing it to our children, fifth house, to our youth, to the generations coming up, and not coddling, but also not being chastising them. Not coddling also, but not chastising them, but holding their hand as far as the image, as far as the vision, as far as like doing anything better than nothing. Even if you have to force it, or like not force, but use a little bit of warring and combating something else, and that's in the fixed nature being uphill. Thank you. Peace.